Welcome on back, everyone, to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. Hope that you're having a lovely one out there. Let's go ahead and listen to some Anna von Hausswolff. I hope that I'm pronouncing her name correctly. We're going to listen to the first track off of her album Dead Magic, released in 2018, her fourth studio album, The Truth, The Glow, The Fall. So this particular album and Anna had been suggested to me by Jerk DeVries. I'm so sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name here. So I've had this album actually on my wish list for a little bit as well. So now is the time. Today is the day to go ahead and embark and give a little bit of listen to Anna. So let's go ahead and jump on in. I've never heard of her outside of, just being recommended the album and having it on my wish list. So let's go ahead and jump on in. We'll talk about it after. The Truth, The Glow, The Fall. Here we go. Interesting album cover, huh? That's an interesting change. This is definitely the glow of the song. How bright and beautiful it sounds. I like how hypnotic it was. Deep organ returning. The chords are kind of shifting a little bit. I like how there's a clear depression happening musically, but it's still taking a very smooth, romantically, like melodic path to that. it's listening to songs like this that really help me to appreciate, for lack of a better word, appreciate just how wonderful of an art form music is for us to listen to. From every genre, from headbanging metal to rap to jazz to classical, and all of the different feelings that it can make us feel, all the different moments that it can evoke out of us. And it can sound the same, of course, to all of us, but at the same time, it doesn't sound the same to all of us. It all hits us differently, and I think that that's part of the beauty of art in general, sure, but with music. So when I'm listening to Anna here with The Truth, The Glow, The Fall, of which there are clearly three parts happening musically in the music, this isn't music that I put on when I'm driving to work. This isn't music that I necessarily listen to here on the channel, like to react to. This is the type of song, probably the type of album that I put on when I'm on my computer, not necessarily late at night because I try to go a bit early, but like when I'm kind of winding down, to put me into a certain place. And I'm not talking to put me into a certain place like for myself, or even necessarily a mood for myself. I want to be in Anna's place. I want to be in her state and frame of mind when she was making this particular track, this particular album. And I just want to immerse myself into her journey, into what she's feeling, with no necessarily relation to myself. Although, of course, in listening to it, I may find some connections to it to myself, and such. And I really enjoyed this for that reason. This is an album, I'm sure, like once again, I'm sure I'm just basing off of the first song, that I can see myself just putting on after, after I'm done recording here. Maybe while I'm, I don't know, doing something and just listening to it and allowing it to wash over me, just to dive into it and just enjoy that sound. I love how beautifully and darkingly meditative this is. There's a lot of detail and subtlety happening production-wise in here. The organ, which she's taking care of, she's playing the organ here. Of course, the vocals, Mellotron is even involved. Like, her approach there has this kind of gothic church kind of feel. But it is just absolutely divine here, darkly divine, but without being dark. Like, for example, this isn't like listening to Lingua Ignota or the Reverend Christian Hater, right? This is something perhaps in a similar realm, but on the opposite side of the Venn diagram. And I just really, really enjoyed her approach here. I like how in the Glow section, the drums come in, which I wasn't expecting. And it comes in with a certain pattern that just kind of lifts. And the mood and the melodies from there also lift alongside with it, just elevating into this positive glow of radiance. And it feels like a feel-good moment. It feels like when you're looking up at gray skies and just a sunbeam comes down and catches you right, like, I don't know, on your arm or whatever, and you get those chills like, ooh, that feels good. Just that little brief respite before the fall. Like, you just get that little feeling of sunlight there. And I think that she brought that into the music really wonderfully through audio. And even in the section with the fall, like I said, you hear clearly how it descends there. It doesn't do so in a very obvious way, or perhaps in a way that I'm expecting. It's not like it becomes this dark, heavy, depressing, crushing kind of feeling or kind of sound. It just kind of slowly glides down, and there's still this really nice beauty to it, although you can feel the music coming down and depressing in a certain way. Like I said, there's a lot of details going on in the production and everything, and I can imagine that this was just engineered to a T, with ears just open and listening for every single sound that would bounce off of a wall. I'm curious as to where this was recorded, because maybe it's just because of the overall ambience of it all, but I'm sure it could have been recorded like at a church or a cathedral or something like that. It just has that feel to it. But let's go ahead and pull up the lyrics here so you guys can see as well. After the fall, I'll find you. After the fall, I'll find you. Unexpected, out from nowhere, was the truth told for me. From his heart and from his sadness, he sadly sang for me. Can you hear the song? Can you hear the song? It haunts you, it haunts you. So when I was reading this part, I was thinking of like Adam and Eve, like the fall, right? Or wait, no, no, no. Is that Satan? The fall. I'm pretty sure that's actually Satan. So maybe, I don't know. Either way, I was actually I'm thinking Adam and Eve, right? So I'm thinking like their fall from grace and such, and you know, I'm seeing like Adam singing like, "Can you hear my song? It haunts you." Maybe. But then in part two, the glow, my sweet John, my dear John. So of course a name change, although the feelings and what I'm kind of thinking could still be the same, just applied to someone else in a different situation. My dear John, oh my love, are we touching the magic? Are we wearing the white angel's glow? Surrounded by mountains in a valley free from the snow. Are we wearing the white angel's glow? Like, are we? There's a lot of different ways you could take this, and I'm not sure what the song is speaking of in this moment, so I don't know which way to take it. White angel's glow, I think of a bride wearing a dress. White angel's glow could be, of course, under some sort of divine protection. Are we are we practicing our beliefs? Like, are we finding ourselves under protection, under watch, or are we? Is there something else going on? I don't know. Will we fall? Will we fall? Where we fall? Oh, down in the river, down to the bodies below. Oh, down in the chaos driven by black magic glow. So now there's a different type of glow. First it was the white angel's glow, now driven by black magic glow. My sweet John, my dear John, oh my love, will we fall? Will we fall? Where we fall? And then feel the fall. So clearly there is a fall happening. Clearly the fall did happen there. So not quite sure exactly what it's about, but I do feel like the lyrics emote a certain emotion here. Just as, like I said, the music makes you feel a certain kind of emotion. For me, it just puts me in Anna's place and in that particular headspace and feeling. And I think it's a really fascinating and beautiful feeling that she's at least made me think of and made me kind of feel here. But anyways, thank you so much for the suggestion. Let me know what you guys thought. Hold on, I gotta get you guys back up here. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below. I hope that you enjoyed it. You can, of course, like I said, let me know down there. Follow me in a bunch of places here on the screen. I appreciate you stopping by. Come back tomorrow, and I will see you all then. Bye, guys.